When you start a business, a lot of influencers are going to teach you on how to sell, market, make money, which makes sense, right? But a lot of people don't focus on the other side of it, which is like, okay, when you actually start closing deals, what do I do with fulfillment? So we just onboarded our first group of people in the agency that I launched a bit ago for MSPs and MSSPs and cybersecurity companies. And now we're like, all right, we got to make sure that fulfillment is solid, which is totally exciting for me because overall as a team, I know we're going to crush it. But for those of you that are watching, I think it's like so important to make sure that the business that you start in or that you get in, that you're 100% confident in the fulfillment or the delivery. Now, that doesn't mean that you just get like caught up in the idea of like perfecting something, which, puts you away from starting the actual business. But I've also met a lot of people who know how to market and sell something, but they have no idea how to fulfill it. And so they start making all this money, but then it literally tumbles and falls because back end sucks. The other thing that you also have to think about too, like when you're getting into a marketplace, the best way to get into it is to provide like a really solid risk-free guarantee for the people that are enrolling with you. Like you literally tell them, hey, listen, if I don't deliver for you, I'm going to give you your money back. So it's like, you got nothing to risk. It's completely free. You're going to need the first 10, 15, 20 people to trust you and take a risk with you so that you can then get testimonies and be able to scale the company like that. And you're only going to be able to do that is if your fulfillment is actually really solid and down, because then how the hell are you going to provide a guarantee? On the other side, you're just going to end up refunding all the money and ending up back down to zero. Like when I start a new offer, I always try to make sure that in the sales process, the decision-making process is so simple, so easy, and it's like literally risk-free for them so that I can get a bunch of yeses and a bunch of closes with a small marketing budget so that I can actually grow the business. The only way I could do that though is if I offer a guarantee, and that guarantee is only going to be able to be delivered on if my service delivery was solid, if I knew I could actually fulfill. So yeah, focus on sales and marketing, make money, all props to you on that, but don't just make money to make money. Make sure you're actually selling something you can fulfill on.